We're over here at Work Guitar South. Will this be South?
South.
South.
It's pretty far south.
Yes, the South Ranch. And we have our special guest, Jay Rees, with us today. And both of the Steves here today, obviously. And Jay has taken control of his guitar that we've been working on for him. And here it is.
It's a beauty. I love it.
Custom made just for Jay Rees.
Better than I thought it would be.
We have a ebony fretboard. We'll just go ahead and go through the specs and then we'll shoot the shit a little bit. Ebony fretboard, Macassar ebony fretboard with mother of pearl inlay. Maple on the cap and maple on the headstock. We got the cool little gold signature plate there. We have obviously all gold hardware with an African mahogany back. And we'll do a flyby here in a little bit. But I think we'd really rather just listen to you play, man, for a little while.
Don't forget the gold frets.
Gold frets.
And gold frets.
are
I always
pretty
forgot gold
badass.
frets.
Gold frets.
Gold fret wire.
And something that's not terribly important, but I want to say it before I forget to. If we ever do a guitar that has my name on the headstock, I want Jay to actually write it because his penmanship is pretty damn good.
Well, actually, it sucks, but I made sure I wrote it really
Really
slow.
nice.
This is the way, yeah.
A.
This is the way I used to write when I was like 18 years old. You know.
Nobody will ever find this guitar in 1,000 years and not know whose signature it is because it says Jay Rees. Very nice.
Kind of looks like it
My
kind
actual
of looks like it
signature.
says gay rakes.
Yeah.
My actual signature would be illegible to anybody that didn't. Actually, I don't even know what it looks like. Stacy signs it most of the time.
Right. So this is the Jay Rees model single cutaway from Work Guitars, obviously.
We'll put that on the flyby
Roman
too.
numeral.
Yeah, the Roman numeral fretboard is his
Yeah.
thing, man. We do for him, and if you want one of those, you got to have Jay Rees on the headstock.
Yeah, man. Beautiful. Beautiful mahogany back.
Yeah.
Gorgeous tuners, Tony's signature and the serial number and everything.
Yeah, man.
Wow, man. It's just gorgeous. It really is. The neck is supreme on it. And it feels great.
Yeah, it's a nice fast neck.
Yeah. And so you guys need to watch Tony's videos because to see how he puts these things together and the other guys too. Because it's a lot of time and a lot of hard work making these things.
Yes, it is.
And it really is, man. It's a lot
All
of
these guys work really hard on it.
yeah, it's a lot of
It's a labor of love.
yeah. Well, it's obvious.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. And, glow in the dark fret markers on it,
Yeah.
and it's killer. Came out better than I thought it would.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah, that A chord sounds good.
That's the one, isn't it?
A chord, man.
Whoop! Sorry, for that while. Sorry.
You're not wearing your
Cat's
orange
patch
ball.
for
I
you.
haven't played today. It rocks.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds great, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Well,
You know, it really doesn't hurt that it's in your hands.
That's true.
oh, well, thank you,
First of
sir.
all.
I appreciate that. I'll take that as a compliment.
Absolutely. And this is the second time I've actually got to say this out in the universe of the interweb. It is an honor to be a part of another guitar for you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you,
You know.
man. Appreciate it.
This is the second one for Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one about 2019, I think.
I think it was, yeah.
It was number
Oh.
17.
The Tangerine Dream.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And this is
Hot
a
rod.
this is
The
a
muscle car
Yeah.
and the
this
luxury
is a
ride.
Crimson King.
Yes,
Right.
it is. The Crimson King.
Yeah, man. So beautiful, just gorgeous. Looks like royalty or something.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
does.
the
Well, you are, aren't you? I mean,
No.
see, I think it's you know, it's in perspective, sure. To a guy like me, you are.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, you're
You
a
know?
great guitar player.
That's not the point.
Yes, it is.
The point is, guys like you are what I want to be to the other guys that I meet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
Thank
important.
you. Well, thank
You've been
you,
a
brother.
teacher for a long time. You get that.
yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Thank you.
I want to be to my kid Cody what you are or have been in my past. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a real big deal.
Well, I know
Very
you've been
influential.
around a long time and you know a
So
lot of
old.
stuff.
So I'm old.
And I'm older.
Yes, you are.
Tell us a little bit about being a guitar teacher. How did you get into doing that? What made you decide?
Well, I was at A&E Music years ago, and I was just a customer playing the guitar. The guy, Paul Hughes, had just bought
Okay.
the store. And I was out there just trying out this Laney amp. And he came out of his office, and he goes, "Hey, man, that's really good. You want to start teaching here?" I looked at him and said, "Well, man, I work at the shipyard during the day. I can come out in the evenings." And he says, "Well, I'll get you 2 or 3 students, and then we'll take it from there." And that's what he did, and that grew into like 80 a week.
Wow.
And I was still working at the shipyard.
Wow.
I was burning kale at both ends, man. So I started getting off from the shipyard at noon, and then going home and cleaning up and eating lunch, and come back in at 2 o'clock,
Right.
and start teaching until 9 o'clock at night. And it just grew and grew and grew, and then finally, man, I was making $50 an hour teaching.
Right.
I said,
Yeah, all the
"Bye-bye, shipyard." I still got my toolbox in the garage, just because I'm first class inside machinist.
Yeah.
So I could make all these tuners and
Right.
all this stuff, anything metal to put the knurls on the knobs, all that.
You're hired.
Yeah. Now you
But you
guys
gotta
are,
change your name to Steve.
oh, dude.
Nobody else can come work unless their name is Steve.
Oh, what? Well, my real name's Curtis.
Okay, that's good enough.
Curtis Edmund Rakes Jr. Jay's just my nickname.
Well, you know, Tony has a habit of running around the shop going, "Damn it, Steve!"
Yeah.
What's he say? Big Steve, little Steve?
No, he doesn't. He just says Steve.
Steve.
Doesn't matter.
Well, my mom, she used to go through all my brother's names. Jay, Mike, Chris.
Whoever did it's guilty.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep, so that was pretty fun, man. But I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, I did that for years. I was a machinist at the shipyard and stuff, and then I just quit, man, and just made teaching my full-time thing, and I've been pretty successful with it ever since.
That's awesome.
I
But
was-
Paul Hughes is the guy that got me into it.
That's awesome.
Go see his band, Free for All.
I've seen him. They're
Yeah,
great.
great band. Paul's a great guy. Always a
is.
great guy.
So you've had the chance to be influential to quite a few guitar players, so that's a big thing.
I hope I've hoped that some people will play the rest of their life and stick with it and carry it with them. You know.
I know a lot of people drop your name, and they tell me, Jay Rees. I worked with Jay Rees. I know one thing. I know for sure Travis Gates loves you to death.
Oh, Travis is my brother, man. He's my
Travis.
little brother.
Travis is a good guy.
Yeah, I
Travis,
taught
Travis
him and his brother.
Oh, cool. Travis has
Awesome.
got one coming. He's got a single cutaway coming.
Oh, cool, man.
He's got one.
He's
As
a
matter of
great
fact-
kid, but I laid modes on him, man.
Yeah.
He didn't
That's-
have nothing to do with that.
Who wants to do
I
most?
said, "Look, man, here's your relative chords, man. Look, you play a B minor 7 flat 5.
And you can play Locrian, which you're never going to use in your life.
Sure you will.
I'll use it.
Let's sound kind of Santana-ish or something.
Now, I started modes with him as my teacher as well, many years ago.
But the key is to learn the relative chords. That's the key.
Modes are all about what they're over top of.
That's right.
Correct. That was the hardest part.
It's
for
like
me.
this. I tell people, E7 sharp 9, Jimi Hendrix chord, right? Play the C major scale. There's your C major scale. Or C is. Same notes, right? So this, flat 9. Well, then you go there, that third, and it's harmonic minor.
Right.
But yeah, man, so you just kind of learn those, and that book I bought, Scales and Modes in the Beginning,
Yeah.
that book's a badass book, man, it's great.
We'll have to put a link to that. What's it called? Scales and
Scales
Modes?
and Modes in the Beginning by Ron Middlebrook.
Ron Middlebrook.
And it's got the Michelangelo or whatever his name
The
is.
painting, the
Yeah,
Sistine
painting.
Chapel
Yeah,
on the
okay.
cover.
It's got that on the front. Yeah.
Big deal. And you shouldn't underestimate the importance of print media. I know it's dead in the world, but
I've concentrated, when I look on the phone, man, I don't concentrate as much as opening a
A newspaper.
magazine or a book or a
Yeah.
newspaper or
Yeah.
something.
So about the time I met you and Steve Gilmore, another fantastic teacher and musician, they turned me on to the Bill Edwards books, Fretboard Logics.
Oh yeah, from
The first
Logic.
three.
Yeah.
Fantastic books that point you absolutely in the right direction. I just found them so incomplete. It's like they only went to here and stopped, and it was like there's nothing
Yeah.
complete using this. Of course, you guys have been teaching that system basically for
Yeah, but the book, the Ron Middlebrook book, that gave you chords.
Mm-hmm.
It said, okay, now your C major scale sounds good over B minor 7 flat 5.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember years ago, Fat Matt, do you remember him?
Oh yeah.
Fat Matt,
Yeah.
you know, I replaced him in Tricks down in Ocean View.
Yeah. I remember.
So I was asking, but before I got in the band, I was asking, I said, hey Matt, you know your scales, your modes? He goes, oh yeah, man. He says, go home and play a A minor 7, but play a G major scale over. And I said,
Why would I
how
do
the
that?
fuck does a G major scale fit over an A minor 7 chord? So I went home and I played A minor 7 on it. And I said, hey, that works. Why does that work? And then I realized, I said, well, all the notes in that chord are in the G major scale.
Right.
And that was it. And then I found that Ron Middlebrook book. And the first couple of times I read it, I didn't get it. And all of a sudden, the third time I read it, all of a sudden the light bulb went off. Oh, holy shit, man.
There it is, the key.
It is the key, man. And what it got me interested in, too, because I was reading an article in Guitar Player magazine, on which I've been subscribed to since I was 15, on Steve Vai, and he was saying, on this tune I'm playing in a Lydian mode. I'm going, Lydian mode? And then that's when I asked Matt about the modes, So if you play like Joe Satriani, Flying in a Blue Dream, he's going. Well, you play a G major scale over that C, and it's Joe Satriani or Steve Vai. And that's Lydia.
And backtracking to what you were saying, for anybody listening that may be interested in lessons with Jay,
Sorry, we're bored, yeah.
all those guys out there that get online and go, I can learn it online. You really can't substitute having a person in a room with you that knows it teaching you.
It definitely helps you get from point A to point B
Yeah.
faster, because as they're right in front of you, you're seeing it, you're hearing it, and you're going, oh, okay, I need
And
to go home and
then
work.
what I call the 5 perspective on modes. Well, are we playing C over G? Well, yes, we are, but we are also playing Lydian.
Or you can say it's a C major scale with a sharp 4.
All of the ways you can
Yes.
say it.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Right.
Some people get that, and some people don't. You
Yeah.
got to take them around the back door.
Yeah.
I
So
would never say that.
sign up for lessons.
Somebody would.
Sign up with a legitimate instructor like Jay.
I'm more of a
Boy.
power chord kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's just
E5.
like, like if you're playing a blues, man, right? So you're playing a blues, but then you play Mixolydian, which is your D major scale over the A. So you get, fits right over there.
I know some people have a pet peeve with people that play major scales over top of minor progressions, like blues progressions that are in minor, but then they play major things over top of them. That
I
bothers
do
me.
that sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't care who the fuck it bothers.
Somebody, I can't remember who said this to me, and I know it's been around for centuries, but there are no bad notes, there are just bad resolutions.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
that's
Right?
right. That's right.
That's really what it comes down to. Play whatever you want, just
Yeah.
don't land on that minor second.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to start playing the guitar when you were?
Well, I was 8 years old. My grandfather played, my uncle played, and I go over their houses and, oh man, I got to do that. So my uncle, he showed me the old Three Dog Night tune. The world is black. The world
yeah.
is He showed me the F shape right here. So up here in the A, right? So, yeah, and I learned that was like the first thing I learned, because I was living in Texas for a little while, and I started taking lessons from this 80-year-old lady, this piano teacher, and she was trying to teach me to read music. And I was sitting there beside her on her piano bench. She smelled like an old person, but she was trying to teach me to read music. So I was going.
Yeah.
Oh God, this has bored me to death, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so my grandfather sent me the Mel Bay chord book, which is still in print today. It came out in the 50s.
Yeah.
Still
I
in
think
print.
I had it.
Yeah, I got 3 or 4 copies of it.
Yeah.
It's a great book because they show you the basic chords, but then all of a sudden they start getting you into jazz chords
Right.
pretty fast. The book is not that thick.
Right.
And all of a sudden, man, about 4 pages in, you're learning some jazz voicings and
Right.
stuff. So Next thing I was listening to my dad's Chicago records and figuring out those songs just from
Oh yeah, man.
working out a Mill Bay chord book.
Nice, nice.
So
That's very cool.
yeah,
And you've been rolling ever since.
I love it, man. It's like my drug.
Yeah.
It really
Guitar,
is.
guitar playing is an addictive thing.
It's just it's everything.
Yeah.
To me, it's everything. Music's everything.
Right. It's your whole world.
I don't understand people that don't listen to music. I don't get down. Some people don't. They read books or they
and listen to the news.
yeah. But I just don't understand how you can't have music.
Yeah, that is rough.
Yeah.
I've gotten away from it a little in my life. I listen to books when I'm in the shop and stuff.
Well, that's cool.
But from time to time, I listen to it. I've listened a little more lately, but I started getting into listening to books, and that kind of dragged me away. But I'm trying to get back into it.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
But
music's just, I don't know, man. It just has a way of, I mean, the blues, some of it's some sad stuff, but it makes you feel good.
oh yeah, man,
When you listen
it's
to
good
it.
stuff.
Hear how that is.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, do you find at this point in your life, as far along as you are with your knowledge of not just guitar, but of music in general, of arranging complexities, interesting chord progressions versus the 1, 4, 5 thing, do you find yourself, snobbish is not the word I'm looking for here, but do you find your tastes in music are a little bit askew with what you find in mainstream music anymore, and you have to dig deeper for things that interest you?
I like
Does
it.
that question make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I just like anything that sounds good.
Okay.
No matter how simple or how hard it is to play. If it sounds good, it is good. So check this out. Years ago, I had this kid come in, and he wanted to learn the artist Beck.
Yeah, okay.
Why don't you kill me? That song. I was going, this shit sucks. It just sucks. And we learned the whole CD in like a half hour.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at him and I said, dude, if you're looking for this guy to be your hero and learn music from it, it ain't gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving home one night after the lesson. I was going, I shouldn't have done that, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that. I shot his dude down. That's his dude. That's what inspires him.
Right.
I shot his dude down. So the next lesson, I said, hey, man, I apologize for that. And then, just like Nirvana, I thought they sucked ass when I heard it. But now I love Nirvana.
Yeah, sure.
Because I hear some Beatles influence in their stuff
Mhm.
too. But back then, so anyway, years later, I see Beck on Austin City Limits, and I thought he was great.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I used to hate the Pretenders.
Oh,
But when that stuff came out, I was a rocker. I wasn't into more the new wave.
Isn't that weird how
Like
you,
everybody
how
wants
you
to-
have prejudices against certain types of music when you're younger?
I know I find myself not giving things the chance I should give them
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
in music.
It's just like I bought a Rush album. What's the friggin' name of it? Anyway, I heard it, and they had a song on there going, "It's my turn to drive." I said, "What the hell is this, man?" And I threw it out the friggin' window. I just bought it, and I threw it out the window.
Right.
Well, about 2 years later, I said, "Let me give it another chance." I thought it was friggin' great.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
it's like,
strange.
yeah, man.
It
So,
is
but I
strange.
like Tears for Fears, man. I used to hate that kind of stuff, and now I love it.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. It's a
Well,
great song.
We've matured, I guess.
I guess, man. But sometimes, like Steve said, man, you have this preconceived idea about what something should sound like.
What
and
is
you hear
good
it,
and
he
what
goes,
is not.
"Ah." And then all of a sudden, I don't know. I've had it where a week later I heard it again and I loved it.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm an ABBA fan, so I'm not judging anybody. I love it. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible to me.
Well, play some more for us, man.
Well, I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Whoops.
You have to now. I mean, it's becoming tradition, and it will be
Yes.
on your next 5 guitars. You're gonna have to play a Lucky Charms lick at some point.
Talking about that, man?
Yeah, but what I'm going to need you to do is slow it down to about 72 beats per minute and write it out for me as you go. I actually think you did take the time to show me that years ago, and I gave up on it.
Right.
Very much like what we're talking about with the music,
I remember
where
you
you
giving
just
up
go,
on it, man.
I'm not even going to give a chance. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I know you could.
I'm not going to do it. I could maybe do it after hours of sitting and splitting my fingers for it, but I love it. I think it's so great, dude.
Oh, thank you.
The phrasing is just stupid cool. All right, we'll do it. Shut up, do it.
I think I did it in the last
You
video.
did do it in the last video. 'cause
Well,
I asked you
we'll
to.
watch the last video.
Okay, watch the last video.
I love these Seymour Duncan pickups too, the JB and the Jazz.
Maybe in the Jazz.
And that's just a great combination. And I think the the front pickup here sounds a little more, probably a little more high end than a normal humbucker. Do you think that at all? When you listen to it, I hear just a little more clarity with it. Or
It's
something.
very clear sounding. Yeah.
A little sloppy, but
Nice.
sounds great, man. And you can, of course, you can do the,
For you kids out there, that's what kill switches used to be.
yeah. Here, Steve, talk about it.
What do I want it for? I can't play this after
Yes,
that.
you do, kid.
So this is Jay's guitar. It's time for the flyby.
Yeah, let's do the flyby.
I'm certainly not playing it after that.
It's plugged in, man. Go for it.
Some
Need a pick?
some other great things. Now, thank you. Some other great things about this guitar that I mean, these are kind of standard things at Worth now, but the pocket. That's great to get up here that comfortably with what is essentially that much in your way for a heel is really fantastic, and I love that about every single neck that I've ever had my hands
Grain
on.
on the back of it.
Yeah, it is pretty, isn't that great? The pocket up here, and we'll show that on the flyby. It's just super comfortable. You know, that's and a guy like you that actually makes nice use. I totally did that on purpose too. So what I'm going to do here, and like I said here, and I'm hoping I'm close because I can't monitor what we're doing there. Okay, yeah. So now you can see the luxurious handwriting style of Jay Rees, which is pretty fantastic. On the back
It
here,
took me 50 minutes to do that.
the patented volute, number 53 there. You know, it is my 53rd year, ironically enough.
Wow.
Nice.
Beautiful piece of mahogany going on there. So, and I want to show that grain like Jay was talking about here, because it's, there you go. That's nice. And then on the front, and I'm flying blind here, but you get the very cool Jay Rees inlays, the Roman numerals. Is that better?
Yeah.
Awesome. There we go. So now there's our fret markers. Glow in the dark fret dots. That's real important with us.
Yes.
Love that. So that you can see. And one of the boldest statements ever. Beautiful royal red color with gold hardware. Look at that.
Yeah, man.
Are we all body in the picture there?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And I'll kind of do some tilting here so you can kind of see the grain on it. It really is a beautiful instrument.
Spotify and the amount of money you get paid for streaming and that type of thing.
Or the amount of money you don't get
And
paid
the
for
amount of money you
streaming.
don't get paid.
Yeah.
It's about
whole
loving
thing.
music.
Yeah.
How many streams do you have to pay to get paid? Like, I mean, do you have to sell to? How many streams do there have to be for you to make like $100?
Oh, that's a lot. That is a
That's a lot of
tremendous amount to make
streams.
$100.
Well, also,
Oh.
too, clubs used to promote bands.
Right.
Now they expect the bands to do everything.
Oh yeah, they've been like
with
that for a
social,
long time.
yeah, forever. But when I was younger, man, clubs would put out flyers and they
Right.
would promote bands. Now it's up to the musician to do
It is.
everything.
Now, and speaking of labors of love, the Jay Rees recordings, the complete recordings. We haven't done the box set yet. We're going to talk him into it for our fair cut.
Yes.
Just for bringing it up to
Yes.
me. What's going on with that now? Or
I got a new CD that's been done for about a year now. but
Uh-huh.
I just haven't put the artwork together yet.
See?
So, I don't give a shit. It'll be
that's it.
Yeah.
it'll be out and it'll sell 3 copies. But it'll be some good damn music.
Yeah,
you
it will
know,
be.
so.
The ones that I have by
Well,
you are
that
amazing.
one. Well, that's the one you have is the new one.
I need to get a new. I need to get a new
Just
copy of that.
unreleased.
I need to get
It's
a
just
copy
not
of it.
released.
When I tried to upload it, something went weird with it. But
Well, you were playing some up there for a while.
yeah, it's got. It started to. I don't know how to describe it. It sounds like bits are missing out of it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Well, it's
Degraded
because
or
you have to
something.
buy it. We have got, as artists, we've
Yeah,
got
well, I'll
smart
just have
enough
to burn
to
you.
cut out a couple of
I have
samples.
to
here and there.
burn you a copy
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, do that. Do that.
Let's get it to you on CD, man, or something.
But that is that's the Jay Rees model. So I guess we ought to wrap this up because we've been here for a while, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. You guys knocked it out of the park as usual, man. So, thank y'all very much.
So, Rush or Led Zeppelin?
Both.
Both. Can't have one or the other.
No.
Got to be both.
Well, Rush, if you listen to the very first Rush album, it's heavily influenced by it. So,
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You can
know,
tell Alex Lifeson was all
working,
about
oh
that.
yeah, Working Man and What You're Doing and all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's a
do
great
you know,
album.
do you know Working Man?
I know What You're Doing. Let me see if I remember it. I forgot it.
Sing the Danny May parts. Oh yeah.
Something like that.
That's it, man. Yeah.
That's the steel thing?
No, that's What You're Doing.
Okay.
I see you standing there with your finger in the air.
Right, right.
Okay.
I was very familiar with John
Wow.
Russi, not Neil.
That's been a while.
Yeah,
Early.
Yeah.
very early. With the pink Rush logo against the white.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a long time.
Great
ago.
album, man. And Fly By Night was the second album. That's where they got Neil Peart.
You appear to.
Yeah, people say the proper is Peart. I always said Pert. Yeah, Neil
Right.
Peart. You know, I never said Peart.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna let him play some, man, and we'll fade on out into the distance. And we'll see you next time. And thanks so much for watching. And I'd like to thank Jay for stopping by, man, and hanging with
Thank
us.
you, brother.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
very much, man.
Call
Always,
anytime.
always a pleasure to hang with
I know
Mr.
where you're
Rakes.
at
You
now.
know where I'm at?
Yes, sir. All right. Rock on out for us a little bit. All right. Thanks,
Before you-
guys. We'll see you out
See
there
ya.
somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. We got something else. Hold on.
You can just edit this in as an
Okay, go ahead.
addendum.
Go ahead.
You can only take one of these. I pulled these out just for you before you got here. You only get one of these. Which one's your keeper?
So we got Jeff Beck and Tim Bogert.
And
Beck Bogart Nancy, yeah.
Mahogany Rush, World Anthem, or Mahogany Rush, Strange Universe.
I'll take both of those.
See, this was a loaded question because I know Jay well enough. But yeah, I pulled these from the private collection just because you were coming. I was like, we're gonna have these out.
Those
right.
two albums are great, man.
So for those of you guys that may not know anything about Frank Marino or Mahogany Rush, do the research, find them. I
And
think
the
it's
drummer just passed
just
away.
passed away. I saw that. Yeah,
Jimmy Ayu.
yeah.
Ayu.
So go be inspired by something you may not have heard before.
Yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. One of the best, greatest guitar players ever.
Yeah.
All right, that's it, guys. We'll see you guys out there somewhere. Be good to each other, okay? Work guitars.
See ya.